Welcome back, happy hookers. Oh, it feels so lovely to say that. Happy New Year to everyone. I am back with more crochet, more chats, more cats, more cuppers, all of the good stuff. If you have only just discovered this channel and you're new, then all of the previous crochet, chats, cats and cuppers, I never realised I could get it all into all the C's, but that's pretty much, and crafts, a little bit of crafting. That's pretty much what we're all about. So I have some really exciting news about the channel. Now I do actually have some notes on my laptop here, and I'm telling you because when you see me go like this, I don't want it to be like I'm trying to be covert. I want to make sure I cover all of the points for today. And there's nothing worse than watching a YouTuber and seeing them glance to the right of the camera, checking their notes, because I would notice that and I'd be like, why do they keep looking to the right? And then it would distract me from the content. Anyway, enough rambling. I've got my cuppa. Today, what are we drinking today? I put it on the shelf ready. So prepared. Bird and Blend. If any of you have seen the Crochet and Tea podcast, I did a lovely review of some of the Bird and Blend flavours, and I've just discovered peppermint hot cocoa. It is lovely. It is, I do drink it black as you would with a peppermint tea, i.e. no milk, but it does actually have dandelion root, cocoa nibs, peppermint and cocoa shells, so it just gives you a little bit of extra sort of, well, peppermint hot cocoa, and really nice. If you're not based in the UK, I would get on their website and see if you can get a massive order sent to wherever you live, because this is a lovely, not only lovely tea manufacturer, but a lovely brand, a lovely story, lovely customer service, just one of those places where you just really love to buy from. So what do we need to talk about? So firstly, I just want to say, wow, you guys and gals, I shouldn't say guys, but you peeps, your comments are amazing on the channel. Let me have a bit of my tea. They are, you have no idea how exciting it is, so thank you so much. When I open YouTube up and I see all these amazing comments about the videos, so excited to show me the coasters you've made. I say coasters because let's be honest, it's 90%, it's coasters and tea here. Yeah, just all the comments and showing me the coasters, and so many people now have started to obviously follow me on Instagram, send me direct messages with pictures of your work or to tag me in it, and I try and share every crocheted item that I'm tagged into my story for others to see. And I try to respond to every single comment on YouTube, whether it's just a thank you for the video, whether you need a little bit of help with a pattern or a clarification. It really helps as well, because I get so many of similar questions that it helps me to think about various videos that I want to create. And that's kind of where we're going to move on to next. But I do want to do a shout out after I've thanked everyone. Please, if you've got a question, just pop it in a comment or over on Instagram, and I always make sure I reply. And if it's something where you need a little bit of extra help, I'll go away, I'll try and work it out, I'll come back to you. I want to shout out to a couple of really, really special subscribers. A lady with a channel of her own called Olive City Homestead. When I was first growing my channel last year, she was one of my biggest supporters and regularly messaged and emailed, and that really started to engage with me, and it was just so wonderful. I'll link her channel below. I did actually shamefully think her name was Olive for ages, not quite grasping the concept of she had olive trees that she was growing, and I've tried to hunt back to find her real name, which I thought was Liz, but that could be something that I've made up. So I don't want to say hi Liz, thank you. But I do want to say thank you to the lady from Olive City Homestead, who I am going to call Olive from now on because it's a really cool name. And she has wonderful, wonderful light, reddy, blondie, peachy hair, I like to think. It may be, hence why it inspired me to go peach for my hair in 2022. So, second subscriber that I want to shout out is a lady called Jennifer. I'm not going to mention her surname for obviously privacy reasons, but Jennifer has, over the course of last year, sent me some lovely emails just saying how much she liked the videos and how much they've helped her. And she also is one of the channel's biggest supporters, having sent a contribution to the channel. I'm going to be transparent, a monetary, a financial contribution to the channel. And I'm not calling her out, shouting her out because she sent money. I wanted to highlight something that you can use to actually contribute to all creators, which is a website called Ko-fi. It's spelled Ko-fi, Ko-fi. Buy a digital coffee for a creator. I think it's like, buy me a coffee for £3, not buy me, it says on it, buy me a coffee for £3. And lots of creatives use it. And I wanted to make you aware of it because I think there might be lots of people who you follow, you support, you subscribe to on YouTube, and you think, do you know what, actually I want to send them a little something. And I've contributed to other channels just to say I love your work, here's a little something. I know a lot of creatives have got Patreons now, so they can get direct patrons. I can hear Moomin chirping, she's going to make an appearance soon. Anyway, but the story of the contribution is such a sweet story. So this is, obviously I wanted to thank Jennifer for it. However, last year I crashed my car, not bad. I was in a multi-storey car park and I was going up the ramps, and I think I was on like floor 5 or floor 6, and I'd gone up quite a few levels, and for some reason I obviously took the corner late, and crunch, and the corner of my car was squished. So obviously I'm quite upset about it. There's just the general feeling of, can I not drive anymore? I mean, we've spent the last couple of years staying in. I haven't really driven anywhere particularly, so maybe I was a bit out of practice, and also there's a financial element to that. I'm going to have to pay my insurance company. So the next day I woke up and I opened up my emails, and it had said Jennifer has sent you a contribution of X amount to support the channel Crochet and Tea. And I just thought, the juxtaposition of the two, like the bad news and feeling like that. I think something else had happened earlier on in the week, like, that feeling of just a bit downtrodden, a few things had, and then the car was the coup de grace, if you like, just to send me into a bit of a, oh crikey, when's good luck going to happen? And so so I received this, and it just boosted me. I just thought, wow, somewhere out there in another country is a lady who likes the content on Crochet and Tea so much she wanted to send some money to support the channel, and I just thought, I couldn't believe it. Interestingly, the next day, can you believe this? So car happened on the Wednesday. No, car happened on the Tuesday. On the Wednesday, the contribution to the Crochet and Tea channel. On the Thursday, I won a competition on Instagram. Haven't won a competition since I was a child. And can you believe it? I won a competition for a hand-painted pet portrait. And I've got it to show you. I'm super prepared. This, I hope the camera picks it up because I've got it in a frame. So if I wiggle it about a little bit. This is a portrait of my two ragdolls, Poppet and Moomin. I'm sure you've seen Moomin quite a few times when she sort of does this to scoop the yarn, and don't know where she is. Moomin! Oh, she's just outside in the waiting room. This is by a lovely lady. Please do give her a follow on Instagram, or at least go and have a look at her work, called Gem Illustration. I'll pop her details down below, and I've followed her for quite a while. She's based in the UK, and she did an Instagram competition, and lo and behold, it was the channel Crochet and Tea that won. Not me, not my personal channel, not another channel that I've got, an art channel. It was the crochet, not even the channel that I have for the cats. It was the art channel that won. So it was like, wow, this is meant to be. So I was really pleased with that. Obviously, good luck comes in threes. So with it happening on the Wednesday, the Thursday, the Friday, I was absolutely convinced that I was going to win the Euro Millions lottery. Alas, that did not happen. Because I thought, well, you know, that could happen, and then I can just spend all my days crocheting, making videos for YouTube. There'll probably be quite a lot of animal rescues in there. I do think that I would need quite a large piece of land for all of the animals that I will be rescuing. Oh, my belly's just rumbled. I do apologise. Let me have a sip of my coffee. So, shout out to all of the beautiful subscribers. Olive City Homestead and Jennifer, and then Gem Illustrations. Interestingly, I also thought Gem Illustrations, her name was Gem. I don't know what it is with me. Her name is actually Jane. I think because when I was younger there was a really cool cartoon character called Gem, and she had pink hair. She had a cool pink guitar. She was very aspirational to young girls, and so I just thought, wow, she's called Gem. Isn't that cool? So, how can you get involved in Crochet and Tea? Well, a couple of ways. I often get, alongside requests for help on videos, on comments on videos, I often get requests for patterns. And sometimes I think, oh yeah, you know, actually that would be really interesting. I'd quite like to make that. And sometimes I think, oh, that's not really what gets me excited about crochet. However, I do need to think about what's the life of the channel going to look like. A lot of subscribers are new to crochet, they're learning. These are quite simple patterns. But what I don't want is for all those lovely people, yourself, that I have connected with, and we've crocheted the coasters together and learnt the stitches, to then advance, and then there's nothing on my channel for them. Yeah, complicated advanced patterns aren't really my forte, and that's not from a skill level. That's simply because I like small, satisfying crochet projects, coasters, baskets, maybe a bag and a scarf and a headband and a hat, but I'm not going to make cardigans and jumpers because they're just too big for me, and I lose interest. And I don't know if I truly believe that crocheted garments work as well as knitted, because of that stretch factor. If you're a knitter, you'll be aware, obviously, the stocking stitch for the purpose of that stretch. I just find I have made a crochet cardigan and it never felt like it fitted. The fabric hung differently. So for me, it is all about smaller items. However, I do think that from an education point of view, there's so much more that I could be looking at in terms of what is blocking, how to block, how to read a shorthand pattern. So this is a great one. I woke up this morning and a lady had emailed me, really lovely long email, it was like a pen pal letter, and she had bought some yarn recently and it had a pattern on the back, on the belly band of the yarn for a blanket, but it was very brief because it was shorthand. It was a repeat pattern, and she said she'd read it a couple of times and she simply could not grasp it. And I thought, you know what, I read it, I thought, yeah, that's quite easy. I don't need to make the whole blanket myself, but I could quite easily put together a quick 5-minute video running through how to get started and what the stitches are. And I thought, do you know what, I need to do it, because I am currently working on, well, I say currently working on, everything's ready to film a request for a half hexagon. So if you love the hexagon coasters, this one's a little bit squashed because it's been under a candle, candle holder for about a year now, but half hexagon. So if you did want to make blankets and you needed to fill in, or anything square really, a throw, a runner, even a bag, you know, like a laptop case or something, that would be pretty cool. Hi Moomin, are you coming out? Come and see the followers, come and see the subscribers. Yeah, so I'm working on the half hexagon, which I will find actually for the video, the name of the subscriber who suggested it. And I think I want to do more things that have been requested by you. So we're going to have a think about how this could work. Obviously, please use this video, drop down below things that you'd love me to do a crochet pattern for. If you want me to crochet, you know, a dinner jacket and trousers, I think you need to be aware that I'm probably not going to want to do that. But there might be a stitch that you'd like to learn. You might just say, hey, I love circular coasters. I'd love to learn more patterns and designs for circular coasters. There's so many we can work with. And then what I'm planning on doing is we'll hold some polls over on Instagram. So if you hop over to my Instagram in the next couple of weeks, you'll start to see some polls with what would you like to see for the next video. Is it X, Y, and Z? And we'll do patterns, we'll do educational. You might want more Moomin. You're going to come up and say hello? No, she just wants to lay on the floor at the minute. So there's lots of ways that you can let me know what you'd like. You can drop comments in my YouTube videos. You can email me at crochetandtea@outlook.com. You can follow me on Instagram and send me a DM. I'll reply to all my DMs. You can hop onto my website, Crochet and Tea, and there's even a form you can fill in and complete on there, which will automatically come through to my email. So anyway you fancy letting me know what sort of video you'd like, and obviously I'll make sure that whoever has suggested it definitely does get a shout out and you know, a mention for helping to drive the future of the channel. So that's covered pretty much my thoughts and feelings for the future of Crochet and Tea and this year and what we're going to work on. So what have I been up to recently? So there's a couple of side projects that I've been working on recently that I thought you might be interested in. The first one is I've been absolutely loving making trays. Oh my goodness, trinket trays. There's another one there. I don't have another one on this shelf, but they are dotted around. Now, I haven't got a video on how to make these because there are people way better. I've been binging watching their videos on how to make these, and this is made of a product called Jesmonite, and you may have seen a lot of people on YouTube. This is a classic tray shape, and also people have been making candle holders, some even filling the candle holders with candles and wicks, and absolutely brilliant. And this has a little bit of fake gold leaf, it's not real gold leaf, and that's popped into the mould. And this is so much fun. If you fancy trying something out that's new, I do recommend a little bit. Obviously I want you to come back and crochet, I want you to come back and crochet with me, coasters galore, but this has just been so much fun. And the other thing that I have been loving recently is painting. Now, many of you may already know I started a second YouTube channel. I started it predominantly because I wanted to be able to share some painting tutorials, you know, simple watercolour illustrations, and I didn't want to bring it into Crochet and Tea because I do respect that people follow channels for sometimes very specific reasons, and I'd love to have a channel that's about crocheting cats and art and life and making trays, but that's not what this channel has been built on, and it would be it wouldn't be great of me to try and turn it into something that it's not for the purpose of what I want to do. So I started a second channel which was originally just going to be an art channel, but I have done a little revamp recently. I'm going to put this down because I keep sort of touching it. I have done a revamp recently to turn it into more of an arts and crafts and lifestyle channel. So it's basically all the fun stuff I'm into but not the crochet. Now, a little bit of crochet might find its way over into that channel, but that's not to say that it's going to take away anything from this channel. It might be more some of the lifestyle crochet stuff, like when I'm going yarn shopping, or when I go through the cupboard behind the camera and go through my yarn stash. Would anyone be interested in seeing that? Because I have so much yarn that I need to sort out, donate to friends and family, take to charity, and actually start to work out what projects, because we all know we buy it and we've got no idea what we're going to make out of it. So my other channel is about, there's some tutorials on there, there's a little bit of painting, there's me talking about how I was making the Jesmonite trays, discussing how this painting behind, this is for my mum, and I've got a frame, and the frame's just arrived. I'm so excited, I need to build it. It's a frame kit, a canvas frame kit, so there's a little bit of gluing and some screwing involved, but I'm very excited to actually be able to assemble it myself and then varnish the painting and put it in. So it's just little things like that. The cats, I think, feature a lot more because, I don't know, whenever I'm sat at my desk painting, they decide to lay across it, which isn't good. Do you want to come up? Oh, she does want to come up. Hold on. Here she is. Look, Moomin. I can say hi to the people on the camera. I don't know whether to just say subscribers. Moomin, look. Oh, look, let's put your arms up. There we go. Isn't she a pretty girl? Isn't she pretty? They've just seen your portrait. They have. Yes, so the other channel was previously Lady Grey Art. You can find it on if you go onto my homepage here and on my other channels. I've changed it to Tina Elsie. And some of you may think, oh, I thought you were called Chrissy. I am called Chrissy. I'm actually called Christina. Christina Elsie. So Tina Elsie is technically a part of my name. And I didn't want to name my other channel after myself. And there's a couple of interesting reasons. Oh, she's gone now. When you pop yourself out there on YouTube, it can be super scary. I did crochet videos, me, my hands here with it top down for ages, and I used to get paranoid if my gel nails had grown out a little bit, or my nails were scruffy and people would judge me for that. So the first time I came on camera was quite daunting. We are very driven by what people look like. If you find there's a YouTuber that you find attractive, and that sounds wrong, but you like the way they look, they're pleasing, or they've got fun coloured hair. This isn't why I dyed my hair peach, I promise. You tend to watch them a little bit more, the same way with their voice. I've had people comment on this channel and say, great video, too much chatter. And at first I was like, that's what we do, we chit chat over here. Some of them have literally just put, the talking is annoying. You have to just accept that there's going to be comments like that, and this channel isn't for them, and that's absolutely fine. So when you put yourself out there, so by not calling the channel my name that I use in my life with my friends and my family and my professional, my working life, I do actually have a full-time job working, by using a name that was different to that, which it enabled me to kind of capture that other part of my life that isn't Chrissy. It's, I'm not trying to build a fake personality or a persona, but it just felt a little more freeing to still be myself, but it's myself, my private self, if anything, is what you're sharing. It's me popping about my studio. I just uploaded a video. I'm hanging some paintings or measuring this, or we do some oil painting. I talk about some non-toxic oil paints, which are fantastic if you do want to have a go, but you're concerned about ventilation, children, pets, skin irritation. So I just wanted to let you know that that is there. There's no pressure to go over and subscribe. I mean, if you want to go and have a look, or you might know someone that's arty or crafty and you might think, oh, actually I follow, the lady from Crochet and Tea has an art channel that you might be interested in. I just wanted to make you aware of it. There's never any pressure to do anything. I think sort of like, comment, subscribe culture needs a rethink, because you want people who like you to like your videos because they like them, and the same. And that's why I'm so proud of the engagement on the channel and replying to the comments, because that's what it's about. It's not about me thinking, oh wow, I've got 1 million followers, aren't I great? I'd rather wake up in the morning and find one person has written me a lovely email asking me to help them out with a pattern, and for me that's amazing. Someone I don't know has asked for my help with a crochet pattern. That's a privilege, and that's an opportunity that a lot of people don't get, and you need to see it as that. So I'm going to end on a thank you, as I started on a huge thank you. Help me build the future of this channel, develop more educational content. Let's have a think about the patterns and what we'd like, because I did the 12 days of coasters. We can't do 365 days of coasters. Wow, I mean, imagine that. That's a lot of that's a lot of tea, isn't it? Anyway, on that note, stay safe, happy hooking as always, and I'll see you soon. Bye.